might have to open a couple of those just to be ready. Do like 3 of them.
Alright.
Because we're going to have a bunch of thick cards. Yeah, you can set them back up there then.
Oh, okay.
So they're out of the way. Alright, that's all of them. You can open those two too, because I'll probably use them. What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome. Alright, boys, here we go. Baseball Elite. Thanks. We're going to be here for a little bit. There's 20 boxes in this. There's a lot of stuff in it. There we go. $20 boxes.
Who's this up yet?
It's a mystery. I gotta mail it to somebody. I don't know how I didn't mail it when I broke the product. Or why they haven't said, hey, I haven't got my card yet. Alright, we're gonna get started. This is lengthy. 20 boxes, boys. Let's get some sponsors. Oh, first name is big. Tamar. Tamar out of 175. Right, I'm going to do this. Give you a majority of these, okay?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to still save yourself some room before putting them down, but there you go. Eduardo Beltre out of 499.
Tableau.
No, is that anything over 400?
Okay.
We'll sit to the side and we'll do that. That'll be need fixed, so you want to probably get a new one for that.
New sleeve.
Alex Benalis to the Red Sox. Alex Benalis. What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome. Glad we're breaking this on release day. Love that. Alex Benalis, Red Sox. Red Sox R. Bradley. Guys, black die cut or black regular will get us the 101. Out of 24, die cut. Dave McCabe, Braves. Dave McCabe, Braves, out of 24. Braves R. Bradley. Bradley, Kia, thanks for filling the majority of this, man. Appreciate you guys. We got, that guy's pretty good. Drew Jones, Elite Extra Edition. That's a pretty sweet looking card. Drew. We need that with ink. No, put those separate because it's not numbered. We're not going to put that with the when we go through the recap.
Okay.
Out of 105, Caden Wallace, Royals. On a Pops. Not the Royal he's looking for. Trevor Martin, not numbered. I know. That's under 400, so you just top load it. Jake Madden out of 349. I'm just trying to label them over to you to top load to make it go a little quicker. Andy Acevedo, Dominican Prospect League. And Jacob Miller. Alright, so numbered stuff.
Yeah.
All goes on the same pile. We'll go through it later.
Was that the other tomorrow?
That was numbered, yeah.
Okay.
So they're all numbered.
These
These are higher than 400.
Right.
And then these are base. Got it?
Okay. Got it.
DeAndre Swift, or Smith out of 122. DeAndre Smith out of 122. Mets, Drew Gilbert out of 499. Astros. And Ashton Izzy out of 63 to the Mariners. Mariners R. Bradley. Landon Sims, base auto. D-backs. They're base autos.
Okay, so this is just a numbered auto.
So the numbered auto would be a zone pile.
Yeah.
Right there. Daniel Susick, college ticket. Sterling Thompson out of 299 to the Rockies. Jake Bennett out of 349 to the Nationals. Nick. Brenner Cox also to the Nationals. Brandon Boisier also to the Nationals.
Nationals box.
Nationals pack.
By itself.
And Spencer Jones to the Yanks. Eric Roselman out of $9.99 and Eric Roselman out of $4.99. That's odd. Both going to the Mets. Up there. This up there. Michael Kennedy, Pittsburgh. Michael Kennedy to the Pirates, going to Grant. That is 3 of 99. Michael Kennedy. Let's go. Oh, wish that was ink. Jason Dominguez. Yankees. Relic. And Cole Phillips to the Braves. Alright, that's our first box, boys. So, these base ones can probably go into the box a while.
Yeah.
Probably also the 499s and higher. First one, this guy's pretty good. Out of 87, Jackson Holiday. Going to the Orioles.
You said the one's numbered higher than 499.
Yeah. Blake Burkhalter out of 499. Edward Latinga out of 349. Cooper Kinney. Cooper Kinney. Auto relic. Out of 199. Dave McCabe to the Braves. One of Bradley. Sal Stewart to the Reds. I mean, this stuff gets me excited just like Prism, man. These rookies are good. Some of them are going to be studs. This is our first real, like, legit cards. Edward Latinga out of 125. Going to the Dominican Prospect League. Bradley. Junior Caminero out of 499 to the Rays. Parker Messick to the Guardians. On card. Andy Acevedo, Dominican League. Henry Bolt, Athletics, going to Sal. I'm going to try to get him some ink. Dylan Beavers, Orioles out of 299. Grant. Owen Murphy out of 349. Braves. Bradley. Trey Dombrowski out of 65. Going to the Astros. Adam. Trey Dombrowski out of 65. Let's go. Out of 205. Brooks Lee. Brooks Lee. Going to the Twinkies. Brooks Lee. Going to Nolan from the filler. Our first big named auto. And Cooper Jerpy to the Cardinals. Reed Van Scooter out of 199. Noah Schultz out of 499. Brenner Cox, number 2. Brenner Cox, number 2, going to the Nats. Nick. Man, where's the ink on that? Out of 49, Andrew Painter. This kid's 19 and a stud. Andrew Painter to the Phillies. Phillies are Bradley. And we got Parker Messick to the Guardians. We got Willie Vasquez out of 349. Tampa Bay. We got Jack Perkins out of 999 to the Athletics. Sal. We got Michael Kennedy out of 61 to the Pirates. His second auto of the day. Going to Grant. Man, they did us dirty 2 times in a row. Dominguez. Relic. Going to the Yankees. Kia. Walter Ford to the Mariners. That's 2 boxes down, guys. Brooks Lee, the big hit so far. Tyler Schweitzer out of 60. White Sox. Blake Burkhardt, Braves out of 499. Also to the Braves, Ignacio Alvarez. Ignacio Alvarez going to Bradley.
They're the base ones.
Yeah, no, I want to make sure I don't put any of them that were numbered in. Reggie Crawford, Giants. Going to Sean. Reggie Crawford. Dual threat. And Carson Milbrandt to the Marlins. Carlos Danimal out of 999 die cut. It's odd that's die cut and it's out of 999. Junior Caminero out of 499 to the Rays. We got Roldy Brito. Patch auto to the Dominican team. Roldy. That's going to Bradley. Hunter Patterson, Royals, going to Pops. Not the guy he's looking for. Jackson Cox to the Rockies. Rockies are Jack. Out of 299, Robbie Snelling to the Padres. Owen Murphy out of 349 to the Braves. Ryan Ritter to the Rockies, going to Jack. We got Jake Fox, hidden gem, going to the Guardians. Morgan, Jake Fox. These look sharp, man. And Cade Doughty to the Blue Jays. Noah Schultz out of 499. The White Sox. Sterling Thompson out of 999. Rockies. This guy's going to be a stud. Dylan Lesko, Padres. Dylan Lesko, Padres. Bradley. Spencer Jones to the Yankees. Yankees crushing the relic game. Spencer Jones to the Yankees. Going to Kia. Brenner Cox back to Washington. Dylan Lesko out of 194. Padres. Willie Vasquez out of 349. Rays. Back to Oaktown. Jacob Waters. Sal. Oakland. Jacob Waters. And Steven Hajar, Twins. Going to Nolan. from the filler, Steven Hajar. Ryan Cermak, Rays. We got Jarlin Soto, Warlin, out of 125, Warlin. We got Thomas Harrington out of 999 to the Pirates. One wasn't enough, so they gave us a second. Jacob Waters back to Oakland, Sal. And we got Drew Gilbert to the Astros, Adam. Jace Jung to the Tigers, on to Bradley. Ryan Ritter out of 999, Rockies. Hunter Barco to the Pirates out of 499. Back to the Dominican team, Darian Fernandez out of 149. Going to Bradley. Connor Stain, Rockies. Going to Jack. Last team hit. Last team in the filler. Jack. And we got Drew Thorpe to the Yanks. Jimmy Crooks out of 149. Jimmy Crooks going to the Cardinals. Mailer Singh Casanova out of 499. Dominican League. Not a bad hit right here. Out of 61, Judd Fabian, Orioles. Judd Fabian, their second round pick. He could be a stud too. Judd Fabian out of 61 going to Grant. Steve Hajar, number 2. To the Twins, Nolan. I don't like that. We're only 4 boxes in. We've already had duplicate autos twice. And Nazir Mule to the Cubs. Yessen Morabel out of 24 to the Rangers. Kia. Carson Wisenhunt out of 499 to the Giants. Sean. Cade Horton out of 211 to the Cubs. Bradley. Cade Horton, 211. Brandon Barria to the Blue Jays. John. And good old Kumar. Kumar going to Kia. Jack Dean out of 349. Robert Arias out of 999. Dominican League. Robert Moore, Brewers. Brewers are Kia. Back to the Twins, Cincinnati, sorry. Chase Petty. Forgot he got traded. Chase Petty to the Reds. Going to Nolan. Hidden gem. Jack Leader. Sal Stewart out of 24. Reds. Nolan. We got a redemption. Justin Boyd, Reds also, $4.99. Here, Cardinals, Victor Scott. And Parker Messick. And our redemption, Prospect Material Signature Card 17. Mark Vientos, Mets. Mark Vientos to the Mets. What's up, Grant? How's it going, man? Mark Vientos to the Mets. Nice Judd up there for you. Jackson low number out of 61. Blake Burkhalter out of 149. Braves. Michael Noor out of 349. Astros. Troy Melton to the Tigers. Troy Melton to the Tigers. To the Diamondbacks, Demetrio Crisantes. Demetrio Crisantes to the D-backs. Going to Bradley. Walter Ford, Seattle. Owen Murphy out of 9.99. Braves. Anderson Furman out of 4.99. Dominican. Reggie Crawford to the Giants. What a Sean. Reggie Crawford. Zach Neto. Angels. Going to Bradley. Kevin Parada. Mets. Henry Williams out of 349. Padres. Jesus Made out of 9.99. Dominican. Kenya Huggins to the Reds. Nolan. Let's go. Out of 10, Kevin Parada. Mets. There you go, Grant. That's a nice one. 4 of 10, Kevin Parada auto. First team in the filler. Kevin Parada. Sal Frelick. Going to the Brewers. Dylan Lesko out of 194. I'm sure you did. Mason Barnett to the Royals, Pops out of 499. Michael Noor to the Astros, Adam. And Cam Collier to the Reds, Nolan. Tamar Johnson, Pirates, going to Grant. Alright, first quarter of the case down. Marcus Johnson out of 349 and Jonathan Moya out of 60. Jonathan Moya to Dominican. Marcus Johnson to the Marlins. Maddox Bruins to the Dodgers. He's an Alabama guy. Maddox Bruins. Dodgers out of 49. Matt. Jared McKenzie to the Nats. I mean, Parada's the only big... Parada and Brooksley so far. I mean, first half of the case. Or first fourth of the case. Elijah Green, Nats. Andrew Morris out of 122. Going to Minnesota. And Dominic Keegan to the Rays out of 499. Dalton Rushing to the Dodgers. Matt Flores. Fabian Lopez. I mean, these Dominican guys could be bangers. You just don't know yet for like 3 or 4 years. Fabian Lopez. And Jordan Beck. Minnesota Tanner Schobel out of 999. Jet Williams out of 349. Chandler Simpson to the Rays. German Ramirez, Dominican team. Jordan Beck. I'm not saving the base ones anymore. Tamar out of 171. Going to the Pirates, Grant. Ivan Melendez out of 499 to the D-backs. Joe Lampe to the Guardian. Joe Lampe. Gabriel Moreno out of 199. Blue Jays, John. Justin Crawford, Phillies. Diover Deaza out of 349. Silas Ardone out of 999, Orioles. Nick Morabito to the Mets. Nick Morabito to the Mets. Grant. Oof. Jacob Berry, Miami. What did that would think? Jacob Berry going to Miami. It's going to Kia. And we have Peyton Graham. Logan Tanner out of 215. It's going to Cincinnati. Joe Lampe out of 349 to the Guardians. Kevin Abel to the Reds. Kevin Abel for the Reds.
On top.
Jacob Reimer, New York. I'm not too sure which New York this one is. I want to say Mets, but I'm not sure. Jacob Reimer. And Jacob Reimer again. Trey Dombrowski out of 50. On the Astros. Trace Gonzalez out of 499 to the Pirates. Justin Boyd to the Reds. Josue out of 22, Demi. Josue Demi, Dominican, out of 22. And Max Wagner. Jared McKenzie out of 122. Brock Jones, 1/1. Let's go! 1/1 black die cut, number 10 of the year for our 1/1. And this is a jackpot bounty going to Kia and the Rays. 1/1. Brock Jones. Andrew Taylor, Houston. Same picture he has on the Prism card. Anderson Fermin. And Brooks Lee. Ivan Melendez out of 349. Kristen Monroe out of 999. Tyler Locklear, Seattle. Tyler Locklear, Seattle. DPL out of 199. Aniello Marquez. Aniello Marquez. Jacob Reimer. Spencer Miles out of 299. Jacob Miller out of 499. Silas Ardone to the Orioles. I hope for one of the big names all the time, man. That's all I hope for. Us to just hit banger after banger. Silas Ardone to the Orioles. That's going to Grant. Cade Horton, pick number 7 to the Cubs. Lexi Holiday, Drones, Tamar. Brooks Lee, Gavin Cross for Pops. Nick Morabito out of 51. That's going to the New York Mets. Cade Horton out of 999 to the Cubs. We got Luke Waddle out of 199 to the Braves. Luke Waddle, Braves. Nathan Mortarelli out of 224, Padres. And Dylan Lesko. Luke Gold out of 999. Cole Phillips out of 449. Luke Gold is Detroit. Phillips is Atlanta. Peyton Pallette to the White Sox. Peyton Pallette to the White Sox. White Sox are Bradley. Jose Frias, Dominican League. Gabriel Hughes to the Rockies. Drew Gilbert out of 299. Andrew Morris out of 349. Justin Boyd, number 2 to the Reds. Justin Boyd to the Reds. Edward Lantinga, number 2, Dominican League. Gabriel Hughes back to the Rockies. Brandon Birdsell out of 239 to the Cubs. Warren Soto out of 499, Dominican. Tyler Locklear out of 85 to Seattle. Seattle is Bradley. Aniello Marquez out of 199, number 2. And we have an on-campus card. Dustin Pedroia, going to the Red Sox. Dustin Pedroia to the Red Sox. On campus. I hit a Brooks Lee on campus today in my personal box. Dustin Pedroia on campus. Going to the Red Sox, Bradley. We'll throw it up there for now. Until I make room. Noah Schultz out of 349. Jacob Reimer out of 499. Andrew Taylor, Astros. Cade Horton, number 2, draft pick. Cole Young, Seattle. Bryce Hubert to the Reds out of 122. Drew Thorpe out of 499 to the Yankees. And let's go! Gunner in the house. Gunnar Henderson, number 1 prospect in baseball. Gunnar Henderson in the house. Jordan Sprinkle to the White Sox. And Zach Geloff to the Athletics. Nolan DeVos to the Astros out of 299. Cade Doughty out of 999. Got a little Jack Brannigan out of 190 to the Pirates. 190 to the Pirates. Got Tristan Vierling out of 200 to New York. Carson Milbrandt to the Marlins. Trey Lipscomb out of 200, Nationals. Gabriel Gonzalez out of 499 to the Mariners. Cooper Jerpy, Slurpy Jerpy to the Cardinals. Cooper. Josh Jung to the Rangers. Josh Jung to the Rangers. To Kia. Sal Stewart. You got Andrew Morris out of 95 to the Twins. Cade Doughty to the Blue Jays out of 349. Will Rudy out of 170 to the Brewers. Brewers are Kia. Cade Povich to the Twins. Twins are Nolan. And Jonathan Cannon. We got Carlos Dynamo out of 176. Jonathan Cannon out of 499. And Orion Kerkering, Phillies. Orion Kerkering. Cole Young, Mariners. Cole Young, Mariners. Cooper Jerpy. Alright, one campus can sit up there. Alright, this is our halfway mark, guys. Box number 5, or box number 10. Tyler Switzer out of $9.99 to the White Sox. Sal Stewart out of $4.99 to the Reds. And we got Edward Latinga, 10 of 10. Edward Latinga, 10 of 10 to the Dominican League. 10 of 10. Jordan Sprinkle, number 2. Going to Bradley. We got Sterling Thompson. Reed Van Scoter out of $2.99. You can set it there, that's fine. William Kepner out of $4.99. Orion Kerkering, Philadelphia, number 2. Yeah, I know. Not bad. And it's 10 of 10. Orion Kerkering. Tucker Toman, Toronto, out of 99. Tucker Toman. Why do the Blue Jays just keep drafting catchers? Tucker Toman out of 99. We got Noah Schultz. We got Daniel Susick out of 216. He's going to Oakland. We got Justin Campbell out of 499 to the Guardians. We got Xavier Isaac to the Rays. Rays, Xavier Isaac. Daniel Susick, Oakland. Going to Sal. Brock Jones, Tampa. Ooh, Jackson Choro out of 122 to the Brewers. Cole Phillips out of 999 to the Braves. Troy Melton to the Tigers. Tigers are Bradley. Tristan Vierling out of 200 to the Mets. Drew Gilbert. We got Owen Murphy to the Braves out of 299. We got Dalton Rogers out of 349 to the Red Sox. We got Kenya Huggins auto number 2 to the Reds. Nolan. Josh Jung relic number 2 to the Rangers. And Ashton Izzy, Mariners. Alright, that's our first half, boys. First half's done. Clean up a little bit so I can get the second half rolling. Need to add some more top loaders real quick. We went through a shit ton. It's an understatement, right?
That's an understatement.
You can throw it up there if you want.
That's an understatement, dog.
Okay there, champ? Thank you to the 4 that are still here. You won't dare do it on video, so everyone can see it. He's going to be in Bowman, too. He sent pictures of him signing cards. What are you doing? No, you don't need to. That's too much. Just keep them there. We'll go through them. I'll just give the numbers when I go through them. Too many of them, Dad.
You got a lot.
Yeah.
There's what, like 5 cards per pack?
5 or 6, yeah. And all but one of them is numbered. Like the last card's the only one that's not numbered.
Yeah. The only base card in the whole thing.
Alright, we got Noah Dean, 184, Red Sox. Michael Noor out of 499. We got Casey Opids, Cubs out of 49. Be on TMZ. Latest, Andrew Jones slapped by irate fan of Drew Jones. Andrew Pintar to the D-backs. That's going to Bradley. And we got Jake Madden. We got Justin Boyd out of 141. We got Dalton Rushing out of 349. We got Jacob Miller to the Marlins. Jacob Miller. Marlins are Kia. We got Jesus Caba Jesus Caba. Must think an S is a J. Jesus Caba. Drew Gilbert. Well, you going to go hang out with the Diamondbacks? Trace Gonzalez out of $9.99. That's to the Pirates. Nate Furman to the Guardian out of $4.99. Marcus Johnson to the Marlins. Marcus Johnson. We got Joendry Vargas. This guy's good. He's number 2 or number 3 international signing this year. Joendry. I didn't think he had autos in this. Joendry Vargas, the number 2 or 3 international prospect of 2023. And we got Sean Gusenberg. Got Owen Murphy out of $2.99. Jesus Made out of $3.49. Jack Perkins out of $8.69 to the Athletics, going to Sal. And we got Peyton Willis to the Royals. That is out of $49, going to Pops. Man, we didn't see any Gavin Cross in Prism Draft Picks. No Gavin Cross here either. J.R. Ritchie.
Gavin Cross going to be a redemption.
Yeah, we haven't even seen a base card of his. Henry Williams out of $4.99 to the Padres. Drew Gilbert out of $9.99 to the Astros. Trey Dombrowski to the Astros. Elijah Green to the Nationals, 5th pick. And Justin Campbell. Yeah, Stars and Stripes, another product I like. I got some old school Stars and Stripes, I think, on the shelf. Dylan Ray to the Diamondbacks out of $2.29. Joe Lampe out of $4.99. And to the Yankees, Fidel Montero out of $99. That's a nice hit. Fidel Montero, Yankees. Going to Kia. Last 3 big hits we've had are all like international players. Trace Gonzalez to the Pirates. Oh yeah, that's how you do it, man. Jackson. There's Jackson. So that.
Jackson Holiday?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We got Logan Tanner out of 18. Status. One of the Reds. Logan Tanner out of 18. Brandon Birdsell to the Cubs out of $3.49. Trevor Martin to the Rays out of $65. Trevor Martin, prime numbers. Fabian Lopez, international. Jackson Holiday, number 2. We got Jake Bennett out of $9.99. We got Roldy Brito out of $4.99. Pete Hansen to the Cardinals. Pete Hansen to the Cardinals. Landon Sims out of $2.27. D-backs. Jacob Berry, college ticket. What do you mean? Most of the cards, or the teams are on the names, are on the cards. The only ones that don't have team names are the last cards, but most of them are stars. Like, I know who Jacob Berry went to. He's a Marlin. They're the only ones that don't have team names. Like this says Miami. So Josh White out of 204. Oakland. Colby Thomas out of 349. And we got Nate Savino to the D-backs. Nate Savino. Yeah, this isn't Prism, man. This is much better. And Brandon Bosier out of 199. Washington. Like, I'm good at team names. I'm not this good. This is too many players. Oof. Jackson going to be numbered. Here we go. 499. Jackson Holiday. Alan Roden out of 999. Walter Ford to the Mariners. Walter Ford to the Mariners. Kumar Rocker, number 3. Need one Diamondback, that's it. Kumar Rocker, 3rd pick in the draft. Elijah Green, save that.
Yep.
I mean, top load it.
Wait, should I do that with the other ones too, the Jackson Holiday one?
Yeah, they should top load it. We'll get them then, though. No, not a problem. We got Mikey Romero to the Red Sox out of 499. Gabriel Hughes to the Rockies out of 999. Nolan DeVos, Astros. Adam. Nolan DeVos. Man, the base autos is ridiculous. Gabriel Hughes, Rockies. Chandler Simpson, Rays. We got Trey Lipscomb out of 10. Trey Lipscomb out of 10. Nats. We hit his 101 in Prism draft picks. Trey Lipscomb out of 10. Nice hit. Ryan Sermax out of 349. Fransley Silverio, 4 of 10. Dominicans crushing it. 4 of 10. Fransley Silverio. Tyler Schweitzer, White Sox. Brock Jones. Carson Milbrandt out of 90, Miami. Andrew Morris out of 499, Twins. Noah Dean, Boston. Noah Dean. Red Sox, R. Bradley. Calvin Ziegler, New York. Looks like the Mets. Calvin Ziegler. Ashton Izzy. We got Ryan Ritter to the Rockies out of 122. Ben Joyce to the Angels out of 349. That's a nice auto. Jace Jung. Jace Jung to the Tigers. Jace Jung to the Tigers. Tigers are Bradley. There you go, Bradley. Your first nice hit. First nice American hit. American team hit. Other than the Pedroia. Jace Jung. Noah Schultz. White Sox. Zach Eloff, Athletics. Owen Murphy out of 190. That's to the Braves. Jalvin Arias out of 999. Steven Zobak, Royals. Steven Zobak, Royals. Tops. Victor Medeiros, Angels. Victor Medeiros, Angels. On a Bradley as well. Dalton Rushing. There we go. 7 boxes remaining, guys. 7 boxes remaining. 3 breaks still up. 3 breaks to fill. Immaculate UFC. The Cup Hockey and Donruss second half. Which the first half didn't have a case in it, so we should have one in the second half. We got Colby Thomas for the Athletics out of 349 and Luke Gold out of 160. We got Drake Baldwin, Braves. Drake Baldwin, Braves. Mikey Romero, Red Sox. Mikey Romero, Red Sox. Lamar King is Padres. Will Rudy out of 67. Oh, out of 499, Jackson Holiday. Man, we need that to be ink. Johnfrey De La Cruz. Johnfrey De La Cruz to the Dominican team. We got Jimmy Crooks. Jimmy Crooks to the Cardinals. Dylan Beavers. Maurice Johnson out of 349. Bryce Hubert out of 999. Henry Williams out of 65, San Diego. Henry Williams, prime numbers. Danny Soretti, Tigers, Hidden Gems. Chase DeLauder. Here, move these over. There. Cooper Jerpy out of 122. Dominic Keegan out of 499. There's a nice auto coming. Let's go. Out of 212, Jacob Berry. Jacob Berry to the Marlins. Jacob Berry to the Marlins, going to Kia. Owen Murphy out of 199 to the Braves. Jacob Milton. Alex McFarland to the Phillies out of 299. Reggie Crawford to the Giants out of 349. Cade Doughty to the Blue Jays. Cade Doughty to the Blue Jays. Going to John. And then we got Carter Jensen to the Royals. Hidden Gem. One of Pops. Blade Tidwell. He's a Met. Alright, 6 boxes left, guys. We still need some big autos. This has been lackluster, to say the least, on the big-time auto front. Got a nice Parada, Gunner, a Barry, and a Brooks Lee. They're the big names so far. Robert Arias out of 60. Robert Arias. Noah Dean out of 499, and Juan Bin Cho. Juan Bin Cho going to the Cardinals. Juan Bin Cho. Anthony Hall to the Yankees. Anthony Hall to the Yankees. And Dylan O'Ray. Bryson Motts out of 122, Cardinals. Jackson Ferris out of 499, Cubs. And out of 99, Gabriel Gonzalez, Mariners. Gabriel Gonzalez, Mariners. Enyer Cepeda out of 24. Enyer Cepeda. And Clark Elliott to the A's. Noah Schultz out of 299. Tucker Toman out of 999. And Thomas Harrington out of 62 to the Pirates. Thomas Harrington to the Pirates. Going to Grant. I'm hoping it's something big, man. Daniel Susick, Oakland. Dylan Beavers. Brock Jones out of 197. Steven Zobek out of 499. Brandon Birdsell to the Cubs. Brandon Birdsell. Like, this stuff has to be super mass produced because of the amount of base hits we have, base autos. Diovar de Aza. Diovar de Aza. I mean, I guess you need to when you have 20 boxes. Jake Madden. We got Hunter Patterson out of 90 to the Royals. Eric Reselman out of 349 to the Mets. And Willie Vasquez out of 87 to the Rays. Willie Vasquez. Out of 199, Daniel Susick to the A's, Sal. chase the lauder. Alright, final stretch, boys. Last 5 boxes. Hopefully the bangers are all hidden in here. We got Thomas Harrington out of 123. That's to the Pirates. We got Ryan Cermak out of 349. And to the Reds, Andrew Abbott. Andrew Abbott to the Reds. On a Nolan. DeAndre Smith out of 180 to the Mets. That's our Grant from the filler. Alright, if you're not watching, well, I'll talk to you, man. Thanks again for jumping in. Mikey Romero. Peyton Pallette out of 999. Mikey Romero out of 499. Cubby. Jackson Ferris. Cubby. One Brandon Bradley. Andy Acevedo. Cooper Jerpy. Peter Hansen out of 299. Jacob Waters out of 349 to the A's. Guy Lipscomb to the Indians out of 195. Guardians, whatever you want to call them. That's a big name. Yolan. Yolan Cespedes. Going to the Dominican team. Yolan Cespedes. And we got Caden Wallace. We got Sal Stewart out of 215 to the Reds. Andrew Morris out of 499 to the Twins. And Marcus Johnson to the Marlins. Marcus Johnson to the Marlins. Wish that was ink. Jordan Lawler out of 199. Jordan Lawler to the D-backs. Going to Bradley. Gabriel Gonzalez. We got Ben Joyce out of 349. Robert Arias out of 999. Jack Perkins out of nothing. Oakland, Sal. I think this is like your 3rd or 4th Jack Perkins. Elijah Green, 2nd one of these. On to Nick. Man, we need some big names in the last 4 boxes. Come on. Judd Fabian. I opened a couple boxes of stuff and I hit some decent stuff. Maybe this is a fluke case. The next one will be sitting there with bangers all aboard. Dalton Rushing out of 299. Cooper Jerpy out of 499. We hit this guy in every case. 43 of 49. Matthew Nelson to the Reds. On a Nolan. Matthew Nelson. Nice hit. Dave McCabe, Braves. Bradley. And Ryan Cermak. Jacob Mizorowski to the Brewers out of 199. Jackson Choro out of 349. Cole Phillips to the Braves. I think we said Cole Phillips' name a lot tonight. Yolan. One was enough, so they gave us two. Yolan Cespedes going to Bradley. Dalton Rushing. EB, Eric Brown out of 139 to the Brewers. DeAndre Smith out of 499. And Guy Lipscomb to the Guardians. Guy Lipscomb to the Guardians. Guardians are Morgan. Yolan Cespedes, third of them. Third auto of Yolan.
That's ridiculous.
It's like 3 autos in this box. Last 2 boxes. 3 autos in 2 boxes. Look at that. 3 Yolans. Gavin Williams. More Cole Phillips. Cole Phillips out of 999. Bryce Hebert out of 349. And Marcus Johnson back to the Marlins. Hit him multiple times as well. Connor Norby, Orioles. Connor Norby, Orioles. Jackson Cox. Alright, last pack of box 17. Jackson Cox out of $4.99. Samuel Zavada out of $9.99. And to the Mariners, Ashton Izzy out of $99. Elijah Green, number 3. This is the third one of them. Okay, Dowdy. Alright, this is box 18. Box 18. Cooper Jerpy out of $9.99. Josue Demi out of $3.49. And we got Henry Williams out of 200. Padres. Henry Williams. Mikey Ramiro relic. And Cutter Coffee to the Red Sox. Got Thomas Harrington out of $4.99. Walter Ford out of $9.99. And Carlos Danimal. Carlos Danimal. The Dominican spot always hits a ton. Used to be the international spot. Connor Steen to the Rockies. Nazir Mule. Alex McFarland out of $2.99. Nolan DeVos, $4.99. Cade Doughty. Blue Jays, John Marine. Tommy Specht, Texas, out of 25, hidden gem. First number 1 of them we've seen. They're pretty nice. Texas. Not your Vandy boy, but here you go, Kia. Tommy Specht out of 25. Jack Leiter. Andrew Morris out of 195. Alan Roden out of 499. And out of 25, going to the Guardians. Chase DeLauder, college ticket. 16 of 25. Chase DeLauder, Guardians. Oh, that's crazy. Random each one. Chase DeLauder out of 25. Drew Gilbert.
What are you supposed to get?
That would take so long just to do the randoms. Drew Gilbert. Kevin Parada. Like, this product has a lot of Dominican prospects in it. Sonny DeChar out of 163. Finally, something numbered. Drew Jones out of 349. Christopher Pasiola to the Cubs. Ricky Tiedemann to the Blue Jays. Should be the Athletics. Ricky Tiedemann. Jackson Holiday. Took 18 boxes to get a sniff of Drew Jones. We got Dylan Lesko out of 194. Ivan Melendez out of 499, and they wanted us to have a second Christopher Pacioli. I just don't understand how this happens. Christopher Pacioli to the Cubs. Drew Gilbert. That's so crazy to me, man. Like, I broke this stuff every year it's been out. And I know for a fact that there's always an international spot. Jackson Ferris. Alright, we got Hayden Alvarez out of 178. Hunter Pattison out of 999. And Leandro Romero. Leandro Romero to the Dominican team. Cade Hunter to the Reds. Brandon Berea. Ivan Melendez out of 299. Spencer Miles out of 499 to the Giants and to the Tigers. Luke Gold. That's so crazy, man. 25 times. That's nuts. We're going to count how many we have at the end of this. Luke Gold to the Tigers. And Henry Bolt on card to the Athletics. There you go, Sal. Henry Bolt. Joe Lampy. Got Ryan Ritter out of $9.99. Chandler Simpson out of $4.99. There we go. Mets. Got the Jet. Jet Williams going to Grant. It's a nice hit. Brandon Barria to the Blue Jays. Adam Mazur. First time we've seen his name. 19 boxes in. The first time we've seen this guy's name too. Gavin Cross. Out of 210. That's nice. There you go, Pops. Yours. Yosmel Ramirez out of $4.99. And Nate Furman to the Guardians. Robert Gasser to the Padres. Guys, 3 breaks remaining. Let's fill them. We'll rip them tomorrow. Sterling Thompson to the Rockies. Alright, guys. Last box. Here it is. Something big gonna be in here.
If it is, it's going to be Jackson Holiday.
There's Jordan Beck for the Rockies out of $3.49. Will Rudy out of $9.99. And Andy Pages, Dodgers. Andy Pages, Dodgers. Hey, no problem, man. It's my job. Kia. Appreciate you guys taking all the spots. Victor Scott. Love opening products on release day.
It'll be the last pack. Next to last
Victor
card.
Scott going to the cards. Cards are Kia.
Here.
Brenner Cox, what'd you say?
Be the last pack. Third to last card.
Bold statement there. Jacob Miller out of $2.99. Doran Fernandez out of $4.99. Troy Melton out of $2.10 to the Tigers. To the Pirates, Owen Kellington. Grant. Gavin Cross. We got Bryce Hubert out of 180. We got Sal Stewart out of $4.99. We got Reggie Crawford. The jackpot can be cash or break credit, your choice. If you want, be a gift card, or you can have me send you Venmo. Reggie Crawford. Jace Jung, pick number 12. Gabriel Gonzalez. First time we've seen him on a regular card. Zach Neto out of 93. That's pretty sharp. William Kepner out of $4.99. Our third Kenya Huggins. Kenya Huggins, number 3. Max Aragic St. Louis. Going to the Cardinals. Cutter Coffee. Last pack of the break. We'll do a recap. It's a lengthy one. Brandon Birdsell out of 122. Jordan Beck out of 999. And Sonny DeChara out of 263. Sonny DeChara to the Angels. Hey, no problem, man. Zach Neto. And Judd Fabian to round it out. Alright, we're going to do our recap. First, our relics. As I finish them, you can throw them in there. Okay. Zach Neto. Jace Jung, Brandon Berea, Drew Gilbert number 2, Mikey Ramiro, Elijah Green, Connor Norby, Elijah Green number 2, Jordan Lawler out of 199, Daniel Susick out of 199, Daniel Susick base, Owen Murphy out of 199, Mikey Ramiro, Noah Schultz, Gabriel Hughes, Kumar Rocker, Brandon Bosier out of 199, Elijah Green number 3, Peyton Wilson out of 49. You're in the late.
Oh, sorry, bud.
Josh Jung, Daniel Susick number 3, Cole Young, Josh Jung number 2, Cade Horton, Aniello Marquez out of 199, number 1. Cade Horton number 2, Aniello Marquez out of 199, number 2. Jacob Berry, Gabriel Moreno out of 199, Cam Collier, Zach Neto number 2, Brandon Berea number 2, Drew Gilbert number 3, Spencer Jones, Reggie Crawford, Jason Dominguez, Andrew Painter out of 49, Jason Dominguez number 2, and Brandon Bosier number 2. Alright, this is number stuff under 400, guys. Brandon Birdsell out of 122, Zach Neto out of 93, Bryce Hubbard out of 180, Jacob Miller out of 299, Jordan Beck out of 349, Gavin Cross out of 210, Ivan Melendez out of 299, Hayden Alvarez out of 178, Dylan Lesko out of 194, Drew Jones out of 349, Sonny DeChara out of 163, Andrew Morris out of 195, Alex McFarland out of 299, Josue Demi out of 349, Bryce Hubert out of 349, Eric Brown out of 139, Jackson Choro out of 349, Jason Mizorowski out of 180, or Jacob Mizorowski out of 189, Dalton Rushing out of 299, Ben Joyce out of 349, Sal Stewart out of 215, Pete Hansen out of 299, and Jacob Waters out of 349. We got Ryan Cermak out of 349, Thomas Harrington out of 123, Rizzelman out of 349, Pattison out of 90, Brock Jones out of 197, Noah Schultz out of 120 or 299, Bryson Matz out of 122, Robert Arias out of 60, Reggie Crawford out of 349, Alex McFarland out of 299, Cooper Jerpy out of 122, Marcus Johnson out of 349, Will Rudy out of 67, Luke Gold out of 160, Colby Thomas out of 349, Owen Murphy out of 190, Ben Joyce out of 349, Ryan Ritter out of 122, Carson Milburn out of 90, Ryan Cermak out of 349, Trey Lipscomb out of 10, Josh White out of 204. Colby Thomas out of 349, Logan Tanner out of 18, Brandon Birdsell out of 349, Dylan Ray out of 229, Owen Murphy out of 299, Jesus Maid out of 349, bless you, Dalton Rushing out of 349, Justin Boyd out of 141, Noah Dean out of 184, Reed Van Scoter out of 299, Owen Murphy out of 299, Dalton Rogers out of 349, Daniel Susick out of 216, Jackson Choro out of 122, Carlos Danamo out of 176, Cade Dowdy out of 349, Andrew Morris out of 95, Trey Lipscomb out of 200, Nolan DeVos out of 299, Bryce Hubert out of 122, Noah Schultz out of 349, and Brandon Birdsell out of 239. Not even close to being done yet. Andrew Morris out of 349. Drew Gilbert out of 299. Nick Morabito out of 51. Spencer Miles out of 299. Ivan Melendez 349. Jared McKenzie 122. Trey Dombrowski out of 50. Joe Lampe 349. Logan Tanner 215. Diover Diaz out of 349. Tamar Johnson out of 171. Jet Williams out of 349. Andrew Morris out of 122. Marcus Johnson out of 349. Jonathan Moya out of 60. Dylan Lesko out of 194. Henry Williams out of 349. Michael Noor out of 349. Blake Burkhalter out of 144. Sal Stewart out of 24. Noah Dean out of 349. And Yesin Morabel out of 24. Jimmy Crooks out of 149, Warland Soto out of 125, Willie Vasquez out of 349, Dylan Lesko out of 194, Owen Murphy out of 349, Robbie Snelling out of 299, Tyler Schweitzer out of 60, Willie Vasquez out of 349, Reed Van Scoter out of 189, Owen Murphy out of 349, Dylan Beavers out of 299, Edwin Latinga out of 125, Edward Latinga out of 349, Jake Bennett out of 349, Sterling Thompson out of 299, DeAndre Smith out of 122, Jake Madden out of 349, Caden Wallace out of 105, Tamar Johnson out of 175. Our base autographs, there's a lot. Max Rajic, Kenya Huggins number 1, Reggie Crawford number 1, Owen Kellington, Victor Scott, Robert Gasser, Nate Furman, Jet Williams, Henry Bolt, Luke Gold, Cade Hunter, Passiola 1, Tiedemann, Passiola number 2, Cade Dowdy, Marcus Johnson, 1, 2, and 3, Yolan Cespedes, Guy Lipscomb, Cole Phillips, Dave McCabe, Jack Perkins, Marcus Johnson number 2, Andy Acevedo, Jackson Ferris, Diovar Deaza, Brandon Birdsell, Anthony Hall, Carter Jensen, Cade Dowdy number 2, Danny Soretti, Jimmy Crooks, Drake Baldwin, Victor Medeiros, Steven Zobek, Jace Jung, Calvin Ziegler, Noah Dean, Tyler Schweitzer, Noah DeVos, Walter Ford, Nate Savino, Pete Hansen. Fabian Lopez, Trace Gonzalez, Trey Dombrowski, Marcus Johnson number 3, Jesus Caba, Jacob Miller, Andrew Pintar, Kenya Huggins number 2, Troy Melton, Xavier Isaac, Orion Kirkering, Jordan Sprinkle, Orion Kirkering number 2, Cade Povich, Cooper Derpy, Jordan Sprinkle number 2, Andrew Taylor, Edwin Latinga number 2, Justin Boyd, Jose Frias, Peyton Pallette, Silas Ardone, Tyler Locklear, Anderson Furman, Andrew Taylor number 2, Justin Boyd number 2, Jacob Reimer, Nick Morabito, Joe Lampe, German Ramirez, Chandler Simpson, Fabian Lopez number 2, Dalton Rushing, Jared McKenzie, Michael Noor, Kenya Huggins number 3, Reggie Crawford number 2, Demetrio Crisantes, Troy Melton number 2, Mark Vientos, Victor Scott number 2, Chase Petty, Robert Moore, Stephen Hajar, Connor Stain, Jacob Waters, Stephen Hajar number 2, Jacob Waters number 2, Dylan Lesko, Jake Fox, Ryan Ritter, Hunter Pattinson, Ignacio Alvarez, Brenner Cox, Andy Acevedo, Parker Messick, Dave McCabe number 2, Brenner Cox number 2, Landon Sims, Andy Acevedo number 2, and Trevor Martin. Our numbered stuff, Sonny DeChara out of 263, Troy Melton out of 210, Connor Stain, oh that one's not numbered, Henry Williams out of 200, Ashton Izzy out of 99, Guy Lipscomb out of 195, DeAndre Smith out of 180, Willie Vasquez out of 87, Thomas Harrington out of 62, Anyer Cepeda out of 24, Gabriel Gonzalez out of 99, Henry Williams out of 65, Landon Sims out of 227, Trevor Martin out of 65, Jack Perkins out of 69, Tristan Vierling out of 200, Tucker Toman out of 99. Roll Rudy out of 170. Tristan Vierling out of 200. Jack Brannigan out of 190. Tyler Locklear out of 85. Nathan Martorelli out of 224. Josue Demi out of 22. Cade Horton out of 211. Michael Kennedy out of 61, Trey Dombrowski out of 65, Michael Kennedy out of 99, and Ashton Izzy out of 63. Relic autos. Andy Pages, Leander Ramiro, Carlos Danimal, Matthew Nelson out of 49, Andrew Abbott, Juan Bin Cho, John Free De La Cruz, Francely Silvero out of 10, Casey Opeets out of 49, Luke Waddle out of 199, Kevin Abel, Maddox Bruins out of 49, Darian Fernandez out of 149, Roldy Burrito, Cooper Kinney out of 199, and Alex Benalis. We got Judd Fabian out of 61. Dave McCabe out of 24. Jacob Berry out of 212. Fidel Montero out of 99 and Tommy Specht out of 25. We got Jackson Holiday out of 67 or 87. Joandry Vargas, number 2 or 3 international signing. Edward Lantiga out of 10. Chase DeLauder out of 25. We got our on campus Dustin Pedroia. We got Brooks Lee out of 205. We got Gunnar Henderson, not numbered. Got our 101, Brock Jones, number 10 on the year. 10th 1 of 1 of the year. And our big hit from the break, out of 10, Kevin Parada. Guys, Tristan Veerling may be a Yankee, yeah. It might be a Yankee. It just says New York on the card. Guys, thanks again. I appreciate it. It was a long break. We might break up the second case of it into a couple boxes, 5 or 10. I'll let you guys know. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good evening.